Corporations are trying to profit from the educational enterprise through ALEC.
What is ALEC?
ALEC is the American Legislative Exchange Council, an organization bringing together corporate interests with state legislation to privatize and defund public education to make money. ALEC is devaluing what has been the cornerstone of public education for more than 150 years. As a public education advocate, I think that's a supremely bad idea.
I'm a mother with one son that graduated and one son that is currently in public schools. Education funding is one of the last huge pots of public dollars that corporations now have their eyes set on. Through ALEC, Education Task Force, those corporations are able to come in and help themselves to our public tax dollars. One example that ALEC is using to bring corporations into our classrooms is with virtual schools.
Virtual schools are schools that have no bricks and mortar. Teachers are someplace remote from students and they communicate by means of the computer, where the child is alone in their home, typically, and the teacher is somewhere else and the classmates are somewhere else.
I almost feel like it's a factory meal type of education, educating thousands and thousands of children.
K-12 Incorporated is one example of a for-profit virtual school benefiting from ALEC's agenda. The Virtual Public Schools Act is a piece of model legislation that ALEC created with representatives from K-12. State legislators then take that bill back. They introduce the model bill nearly verbatim in their state and get it passed. K-12 is a vendor. It has a product. Those monies then get passed to K-12. The CEO of K-12 made millions last year. The mind reels about how much that money might do for a poor inner city school.
People are not aware that children now come with a price tag on their head. Virtual schools are getting the same amount of public tax dollars, and they are just pocketing the extra funding they get per pupil.
They're not spending the public dollars on teachers and teacher salaries or invest in their schools and actually improve the quality of instruction and learning. Virtual schools, as our research has shown, have not been performing at levels expected for them. Only 27% of the full-time virtual schools are meeting their minimum state standards. It's unheard of.
This is just the tip of the iceberg. ALEC is trying to privatize public education in many different ways.
This is not about education. This is not about helping kids with special needs.
The centerpiece of this legislation has nothing to do with empowering parents or giving children and their parents options or improving schools.
This is about privatization. This is about corporate profits.
The model bill mirrors the one produced by ALEC, the American Legislative Exchange Council.
And this is about dismantling public education.
What happens is their education is in danger.
The public education dollar should be spent on the child, not spent on an exorbitant salary for some corporate CEO.
Corporations entering our classroom, it is really about the financial bottom line, not the educational bottom line. Don't let ALEC put a corporate price tag on our children's foreheads.